Tonight, from Seattle, Washington, it's week 1 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Houston Texans.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right out of the gate, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people. But I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Stroud to throw it. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Pierce will try to pick it up. And this will be a Texans first down as good running gets him to about the 44. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled.
There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Texans put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Here's Walker to start the drive. Able to slither by. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Gets past one man. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Not much more impressive than that. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Jennings lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Looking to throw. Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Walker sidestepping his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he returns this to the 22. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And Stroud now to throw. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. And even 50 yards. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Different story this time around. We have that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Through one quarter, 14-7, our score to start quarter two, as they've got it with a third down coming up. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Out now, Andrew Mevis for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Mevis knocks this one through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Here's Martin on 1st and 10. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Up the middle, it's Edwards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They run once more with Edwards. And he's brought down. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 21-10 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got this one to Hutchinson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Richards. That is caught. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Xavier Hutchinson, 68 yards. And the Texans are back within a score. Mevis on to attempt the point after. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw on 3rd down, Martin. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the draw is Edwards. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Martin. Completion here to Claypool. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Martin. And oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, It is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition,
here's the give to McIntosh. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's got his man. It's White. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he is down at the 48, a pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. Now a handoff, Edwards. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This is McIntosh. And room there to work it inside the 25. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On the handoff, Edwards. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Shrugs him off. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. To throw is Martin. Throwing to start the drive. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Martin. It's Williams on the catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Klein. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Martin. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. They'll run with McIntosh. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 2nd down and 4. Looking to throw. Richards. That's complete to Hutchinson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 39 yards there, a big one.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing on 1st down. Richards. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
It's caught. This is White. Touchdown! A great play there. 28 yards. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Throwing to start the drive. Klein. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get it down here to the 43. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Riddick. And he's going to have the first. It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, fullback touchdowns have become rare. We just saw 2 of them by the same guy here.
And if you had him on your fantasy team, I'm hanging out with you now for stock tips.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bull his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy and let him go to work.
That almost felt like Sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the Sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy. And able to get this out to the 25. So now the Texans down by 11, 50 seconds to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Following the fumble recovery, Richards. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Still going inside the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And that one will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. And Charles, his name etched in the NFL record books. Just the 2nd field goal ever made from 66 yards as he ties Justin Tucker's NFL record.
And everything had to go right for that field goal to be converted. The snap, the hold, the protection, all had to be perfect. No wind working against you, and he nails that one. Congratulations on an incredible kick.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this almost to midfield. So they needed a pretty good size play, and they got it. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Back to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15.